Hi everyone, welcome again to our website and YouTube channel. Today we will have a very special subject matter for you. It's about the Messiaen Stradivari versus the Kux and Archinto Stradivari's violas. And the title is a Dendrochronology fairy tale. So we will decipher several documentation from different sources. We will prove three experts in violin dealing to be totally erratic, and two experts in dendrochronology to be misleading about the 1716 Messiaen Stradivari origin. Experts in dendrochronology have concluded that both Archinto and Kux-Castelbarco violas do match the 1716 Messiaen Stradivari epicea. Epicea is the table of the violin. So imagery 1. Who is the true maker of Kux-Castelbarco viola Stradivari? You have here a letter from Cozio di Salabue, imagery 1, stating he wishes the viola d'amore of Stradivari to be modified. He's writing to Antonio to Stradivari, who never existed, because in previous videos you have learned about the fake marriage certificate with the first wife of Stradivari, fake casa. So the sons Omo Bono, Francesco never existed. We've proven that. So Antonio to Stradivari is another fantasy of Annibale Fagnola for the benefit of the Hills firm, to build a false narrative about Stradivari's life. And in that letter that you can see on imagery 1, it's the original, he wishes the sound holes of the two d'amores to be in shape of those normal 4-string violas, so he intends the instrument to be reduced, and these instruments really exist. So now you can go to imagery 2, and you can see that the letter that was written by Count Cozio di Salabue is a total fake, like anything written by him, because Fagnola is the writer. So you can see the ciphers, imagery 2, and they're very clear. I won't explain them. You're now able to do this by yourself, to study it by yourself. Imagery 3, it's the same thing. You can see the clear FAG, NO, LA, all the lettering is all inserted and encrypted. So you can see also the complete decryption, because it's not complete here in the video, at page 398 until 401, book 1 on our website link. Now this comes from Jason Price from Tarisio Expertise. There's a complete article about it. And the imagery here are the original published by Jason Price, and he's publishing drawing of Stradivari, and we have deciphered them, all of them, but we won't do this here in the video. So just look quickly at imagery 4. This is published by Jason Price, and now just see imagery 5. You have the original writings below, and in blue you have the complete deciphering of Fagnola. So these drawings were done by Annibale Fagnola for the benefit of the Hills firm, and Stradivari never created these drawings. Imagery 6 is the same. You can study it. It's so clear, so easy. And you can see this at page 407 and 408 in our book 1 from our website. Now, imagery 7, you have the alleged original Stradivari viola d'amore scroll that they cut, for the Kux. And you can see the clear F and A and even FAG, but Jason Price doesn't care about this. Now let's go to imagery 8. It's more clear. On the left in black and white, and on the right you will see the deciphering by us at imagery 9, and you have the LA. You can see far right the LA and NOLA. So the complete faniola appears in two ways: imagery 8 left and imagery 9 NOLA. The original quotes of Jason Price about the Kux original Stradivari head are totally erratic and misleading. Next page from the Cozio collection, the alleged Paolo Stradivari to Battista Guadagnini. All of these things, the writings of Cozio contains many instruments by Guadagnini. We have not done these yet, but he detained lots of them, and we all suspect that Guadagnini is another fake luthier and impersonated by Annibale Fagnola, and Rocca as well as and Presenda as well, as we have proven in our book. So imagery 10. This is Jason Price's statement, and he shows here Paolo Stradivari, who is writing to Guadagnini in March 1775 about the beautiful and pristine viola d'amore made by his father Stradivari. All lies. You know that the Count Cozio Cartesio is a complete fabrication, because we know any material related to him is an Annibale Fagnola creation. So imagery 11, you will see the section we will decipher. You can read it by yourself. And then we go to imagery 12, and you can see all the Fagnola insertion again, and you can study it by yourself. It's an easy one to study. Imagery 12A is a more difficult cipher, but Fagnola used to do this in a very quick and fast manner, in a single writing and without any mistake. He's really a genius in ciphering anything. Imagery 13 is from the article of Jason Price, and he speaks about the head of the Kux-Castelbarco, ingenious design, which shows Stradivari's pragmatism. But it's all done by Annibale Fagnola. Everything in the collection of Count Cozio di Salabue is a fabrication of Fagnola. Even the molds. You have this in our book. We deciphered all the molds, the molds, the shape that you use to make a violin. So you can see the blue arrow, that the head that was extracted. And now we go imagery 14. We go into the Archinto viola. Remember, at the beginning of the video, we speak that these instruments do match in Dendrochronology the Messiaen Stradivari, both Archinto and the Kux. So, imagery 14, you have from the description of the instrument, and imagery 15, you have the provenance, Count Carlo Gambara, it's lies. Count Cozio Archinto is lies for all his collection. Jean-Baptiste Billon is the practical sidekick for Luigi Tarisio in the Hills Falls History of Stradivari, Charles Willmotte, Fagnola Ciphers, Abel Bonjour, Fagnola Ciphers, Henri Marc Mons, all Fagnola farces. Mons also ciphers. So in 1886, Annibal Fagnola creates the viola for the benefit of the Hills family with the complete history. So let's see the inscriptions in the Gand Catalogue. It's imagery 16 and it's page 42. Now Willmotte, we will study him. Bonjour and Mons of Birmingham. And I would like to emphasize that there are many Willmotte and Bonjour entries in the Gand Catalogue, and they're all ciphered by Fagnola. So all these particular instruments, different ones, were made by Annibal Fagnola. Imagery 17, you can see the annotations, and you can see the ciphers. It's unretouched. And then imagery 18 is really in more complex deciphering. You can read this by yourself, but you can see Bonjour in red at the top, the NO following the double NO, the LA inside. Look, the F, the beautiful F, and the A that is following in the shape of an ictus, the Christian fish. You can see again the G, and you can see the NO, another F, and you can see in the bottom, left, far left in blue, and right, the digits, everything is ciphered by Annibal Fagnola. Imagery 18A, same thing, left, the digits, and the letters into the digits, then Mr. Abel, and the real decryption is 18B, imagery. So you can see all the Fagnola insertion clearly there. Imagery 19, upside down, the end of segment with a date, and you can see clearly the Fagnola ciphers. So below in the gray rectangular, let's just go from the G, the L, and then you can follow the F, a G, A, N, G, O, and in the digit that follows, it's the same thing. The middle section, imagery 20, all ciphered by Annibal Fagnola. Study it by yourself because otherwise the videos are too long. Imagery 21, same thing. Look just at the beginning, the red. It's all from the original, it's unretouched. It's just the angle. So you can see the clear little F, and then the L, A, N, O, G, and continue, you can see all the lettering. Imagery 22, Mons de Birmingham. So you can see clearly the F at the top, then the L, the A, you have to move to see the G, the F, A, and so on and so on. Imagery 23 and is unretouched, but the correct angle is imagery 24, and you can see from left to right, L, A, N, O, the G, the F, N, O, L, A. Imagery 25, same, but the imagery 25 you have to go from bottom to top in mirror effect. Willmotte, this is very interesting. So you have already imagery 26, the complete decryption in normal position, and the double FF and the ictus. Imagery 27, look how beautiful it is, and we had seen similar inscriptions, for instance, in the Baltic del Jesu Falls Hill certificate. You have similar drawings that looks quite alike. So 27, imagery, mirror effect. Imagery 28, we do Mr. Mons. So do it by yourself, it's very easy. And the most interesting one, it's upside down, imagery 29. The ciphers are really deliberate and explicit and easy to find, but if you know the technique. Imagery 30, another Christian ictus in the imagery that we have studied earlier, and a grand double F. Now we will dig into the Grissino-Meyer missing ring theory. This is the last Dendrochronology report that they say it's definitive, but you know, a the chronology report doesn't tell you who the maker is, and Fabula used old alpine wood, and most probably from Swiss chalet, and they were very dry, and they give a great sound. This I have no doubt about it. But Grissino-Meyer missing ring theory is wrong, because the ring is contaminated, and this gives erratic results. So you have here the imagery that we have in color. It's from Grissino-Meyer. We did not touch it. You can see the FA in imagery 32 unretouched, and you can see the FA coming out. This is in the underground of the Varnish. My violin, the Shroud of Turin, dated 1856, Joseph Antonius Rocca, has exactly the same thing at the same spot, which is line 1527. It's there. You can see it under the varnish. So now imagery 33, you see already we have cleared up the imagery, and you have a clear and beautiful FA, and a little bit higher the Eye of Providence, which is Freemasonry that Final Law uses all the time. Same for imagery 34 in black and white. It's still unretouched. And then imagery 35, you have our complete decryption of that segment of the violin, which is 1577. This is the ring number. So, you know, you have to read the Grissino-Meyer conclusions, because they are hypothetical. The wood used to build the Messiaen Stradivari coming from a lower elevation tree growing, while the Kux viola and the Archinto viola would likely come, this is suggestive, this is not conclusive, come from a medium mid-elevation location. This is pure speculation. An expert should never have these types of conclusion, and using this, in fact, it's probably most the violin dealers that say that it's conclusive. It's not. It's speculation. There's nothing totally scientifically proven about this. So what's interesting too is Peter Ratcliffe that is making a dendro test on the wood of a violin, and he's so excited about the results, but this, you will see, just enhance our own conclusion about the Messiaen Stradivari Dendrochronology. So he had find conclusive results for him for the ex millenni Willem Antonio Stradivari, dated 1744. And now we will dig into the most important question. Who made the ex Willem 1724 Stradivari Peter Ratcliffe refers to? So imagery 36, you have the violin imagery, and imagery 37, look, doesn't make any sense. There's no history for that violin, for its provenance. In 1904, Willem Nee, then Millen Lusk, and Dobbs in 1945, Bean and Fouchy, etc., etc. But in 1904, Willem Nee was still living. He died a few years later. Doesn't make any sense. So many Stradivari's also, or Delisos fabricated by Fagnola, let's say the Da Vinci Seidel de Rosier, they're not featured in the Gand Catalogue. There is in the Gand Catalogue another Willem Nee Stradivari, dated 1725. It's featured in the Gand Catalogue. Imagery 38. We show you there a picture of the instrument. So imagery 39 is all eyes, starting with Kasten, Wurlitzer, Castellone, Jean-Baptiste Villaume, Auguste Willem Nee. Gand Catalogue faking entry is dated 1870, and Willem Nee died in 1908. So the 1725 Willem Nee Stradivarius, which another Willem Nee violin, you have the decryption here, and we have decrypted everything for you. You can have it here. In fact, at page 45, you have all the original there at page 45, but the imagery has no notation, so you have to go down. Page 46, and you have all the inscription of the Gand Catalogue deciphered here. Then you go to page 47, same thing, the complete decryption. So what can we conclude about this? The 1725 Willem Nee Strad is a Fagnola creation. It's done with very old epicea. The Gand Catalogue never lies with its truthful ciphers. Now, the 1744 Willem Nee Strad being as well a genuine Annibal Fagnola creation, because logic must prevail. We're talking about Dendrochronology. So, the 1724 Dendro matches the Messiah, Cox, Viola, Archinto Viola, Trinity. And we have told you that these are erratic results. And the history of the instrument, its provenance, starts in the year 1904. Willem Nee died in 1908. So it would be impossible for Stradivarius and Annibal Fagnola, with so much distance in time and space, to have shared the same log of wood. That's logic. The Messiah, Stradivari, and the Archinto are listed in the Gand Catalogue. Fagnola is the maker. The Cox Stradivari is part of a Cozio fairy tale, and we have decrypted the Paolo Stradivari criminal fabrication as well as Count Cozio di Salabue criminal fabrication, both executed for the benefit and order of the Hills family. So Jason Price, Carlo Chiesa, Grissino and Meyer, the three experts, have one thing in common. They all agree on the same lie. So I will say to you that my own instrument, dated Joseph Antonius Rocca, 1856, the lyre-labelled violin, the violin called the Shroud of Turin, because you have seen that when you reverse the violin, you can see clearly the Shroud of Turin, the face of Jesus Christ after the alleged resurrection. So my violin, dated 1856, Villon first encounter with the Messiah makes a copy dated 1856 of the Messiah Stradivari. How can this be possible? Think about it. We have proven that my violin, the Shroud of Turin, has been done the same time as the 1856 Villon copy, and the Messiah Stradivari has been done in the very same time. So many thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, go to our website, and share our videos with friends. Thanks again.